Welcome to Leads. Leads across the CloudWorksIT CRM system are the lowest possible sniff or hint that there is a revenue generating opportunity in some form available to the company that's not yet mature enough to be called an opportunity in its own right. Let's use a couple of examples in walking our way through leads. Leads can be attributed to contacts, and leads can also be attributed to companies. It's not necessary when you input a new lead to assign the lead to an existing contact or company, although the system will do what it can intelligently to suggest to you that there is a match in the contact system. It's a powerful feature, but needs to be used relatively carefully. If, for example, in my example company here, which is a team of small electricians, I was to receive an email, let's say a lead form from our website that suggests that Mrs. Jackie Tidwell is interested in having somebody come round and give her a quote to service her boiler, I wouldn't necessarily be able to create an opportunity for that type of lead until I knew what type of boiler installation she had. So I'm going to need to send somebody round to get the detail to qualify the lead and turn it into an opportunity. So using that as an example, I could go in contacts and do a search to see, do we have a Jacqueline in the system? No, we don't. If this was a company that phoned and said they wanted us to go round and service all of their boilers, I would do a check for the company name, and then whilst on the company itself, I would then look on leads and add a new lead. So you can attribute a lead to a company by adding new in that company's leads function. And in contacts, it's a little bit simpler. You click on the contact name, and then on the pencil, you can create a lead immediately. Let's assume for this example that the lead is a brand new user that comes from a private household, and it's not somebody that exists in the contact system. You saw me doing a quick test search here for Jacqueline. Oh, I've got a Jacqueline, but this is Jacqueline Tidwell, so I know it's not this one. So the easiest way to both create the contact and create the lead at the same time is to go to your lead system and add a new lead. In keeping with the rest of the functionality you've seen so far through contacts, companies and clients, red fields in the add new function are mandatory. So let's say we've got first name Mrs. Jacqueline M. Tidwell, no company name, don't know her job title, lead status, we'll look at that one in a moment, phone number, I'll just use my own again here for the example, 073, no extension, don't know anything else, email is dave@tidwells.org, no website details provided. I'd say the lead rating here was warm, it's not cold, and the lead source is either from an existing campaign that you got. Let's say my electrical company had an advert running in Monmouthshire Life magazine, and I knew that this customer had approached us as a result of that ad. Then I would select the relevant campaign in my lead source. In this case, it was web form. So I'm going to add this as a lead source type. You can do that with this button here. So web form and save, and now say, what else do I know about this lead? I don't have a photograph. Let's say I don't have any other address info. She's asked for a call back to arrange a visit to have a look at this boiler. Don't know any other detail, and the description is going to be, please contact her and arrange a date to visit to get the boiler details to plan for a service. So I've set my information. Actually, it's unassigned. That means this lead will sit in the leads bucket, visible to everybody across your CRM system that has the entitlement to see leads in the system. It would have been more intelligent, me as the frontline staff member taking this inquiry, if I know that I've got a member of staff that does this type of job, to assign that lead to them. Not only does that then sit in that person's dashboard, it will alert that user by email that a new lead has been created which needs their attention. So let's go back to the edit function. I'm the main administrator of this company as the CRM boss. I'm going to assign this lead, and as soon as you change its status from unassigned to assigned, you get a drop-down list of valid users on your system that you can target this to. So this is my main CRM user. So on assigning this lead now, it'll be assigned to CRM user, and I won't see leads in my world that aren't assigned to me. So if I have a quick look up here, look at my world, I don't have any leads sitting here because I don't have any assigned for me. So back to CRM, back to leads. I now see the status of this, and I can monitor what's going on with it at any point by opening the record, and I can see whatever notes or activities. And now I'm looking at Jacqueline Tidwell as a lead. If I go into contacts and I do a search now for Jacqueline, I've got Jacqueline Tidwell as a contact. And if I look at her now in the contact system, you can see one lead has been opened for her. So I use the leads capture system to do a couple of jobs there. Number one, create the contact. Number two, assign that lead to another staff member. And number three, the system will have notified that staff member that a new lead has been created and assigned to them. So they can communicate with the client by phone, arrange to do the on-site visit, get the details of the boiler, and come back and carry on the process.